Hello there, and welcome to Hammerman for today, March the 26th. Hey! So, man, I don't know. It's one of those days where remembering what day it is can be tough. Stage, as always, 1 and like up to really like 3 seem to be pretty straightforward. Put a bunch of stuff in the middle, make a defense. It's cool. I do have a bunch of prototypes crammed way in the back there. Hopefully they don't interfere in the earlier levels, I guess. But I do know that, as always, they come into play a little later on, and that's okay. You know, that's what they're there for, I guess. Now, I say stages 1 to 3 are pretty straightforward because stage 4, that happens to be the one after 3, not so much, man. Like, it's for the lower level defense people, it's going to be a little tougher. It's going to be a little harder, and hopefully we can work through this together. However, in the meantime, I just want to drop onto the subject of, holy crow, there's an update coming. Unfortunately, I started putting video stuff together and life got in the way. I was not able to produce a video. However, I know there are lots of other YouTubers out there who have fantastic content about this update, so definitely like pop in and take a look and see what's up, because hopefully, you know, you'll be able to see what's going on. There are a lot of changes coming, and if you've been on the forums at all, I guarantee you have heard some of the more frightening stuff, and I'm not going to spoil it because you should really hit those forums. There's a lot. And I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, they're nerfing Bullet, and yeah, you know. So take a look at that, see what you can do with it, because with luck, it'll all work out. Now, what is this? This should be the end of Stage 3 coming in right here. So Stage 4 is the stage we're coming up with. Also, sorry for the lack of inserts with the things and the stuffs and the whatnots. It's mostly because I'm actually doing this in between the doing of other things, and I just unfortunately don't have time to put together everything I'd like to, like set inserts. Now, Stage 4 is nasty because, as you'll see, there's a bunch of Grens. But it's not just a bunch of Grens, it's a bunch of Grens in behind a wave of heavies and a wave of Zookas. Well, I guess it's like a wave of heavies and Zookas, but you end up with like a whole bunch of Grens behind heavies. So if you don't take out those heavies fast enough, bad things happen. And then they land more and give you another wall of Riflemen, which can be pretty nasty. Now, I've got maxed out defenses here, and as you can see, like, my poor base is getting gutted in the middle. So if you're anything lower than max, you're like, this is going to be a nasty, nasty setup for you. What I would strongly suggest is throw a bunch of stuff up at the front, you know, high burst, single target damage. Take out those heavies as quickly as possible, because once those heavies are gone, let's be honest, after that, the Zookas will crumple to rocket fire like so fast, and that'll alleviate a huge amount of damage, which is absolutely key to being able to survive through the rest of that attack. And then eventually, you know, you're going to have your other defenses kicking in and getting at some of those Grens before the Riflemen come out. Then the Riflemen are going to come out, and it's going to get nasty. Good luck. Maybe drop a Hot Pocket. I do know that this week, because of the tribal boosts, you get a damage boost out of the Hot Pocket level 2, and that just happens to be what I've got sitting. You probably saw it at like the back, in the back 40 of the base, if you would. But got a back. I got the Hot Pocket 2 back there, and it's got the nice big tribal boost on it. So it's almost like a Hot Pocket 3 for the price of a Hot Pocket 2. And a little bit less hit points too, I guess. But you know, that's neither here nor there. So now, that all said, if you haven't made a Hot Pocket for the previous stages, you may want to make one for this stage. Now, I was hoping that with the way I had things set up, I'd be able to blaster it and take it out no problem without having to use any of the prototype weapons. Holy smokes, it really is a rough brain day, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I need some Red Bull or something. I gotta wings myself. Give your heavies wings. No. Anyways, I can't do the. I can't. Moving on. So once again, Grens doing horrible things, followed by Riflemen and Heavies and Zookas and Medics and all of, well, okay, I don't think there's actually any Heavies, but, or Zookas for that matter, or just a whole bunch of Riflemen, Medics, and Zooka, Grenadiers, which it does just horrible, horrible things to, well, pretty much anything. And don't get me wrong, when I set up this base, I was like, okay, well, it's stage 6, I should be able to muscle through this without having to worry about the prototypes. So I just kind of had them shoved into the back because I have like that little minefield back there, and I was hoping, oh, okay, I'm not going to have to worry about it, it should be fine, everything will be great, and we'll live happily ever after. What I wasn't expecting is for my base to fall so incredibly fast. So as you can see, the grappler is kind of building its own little following of Riflemen, I guess, and then of course everything gets in close to the Hot Pocket, and the Hot Pocket just nukes them all. But then the Grens wipe out my mine base because I wasn't thinking. Now the good news is I won because of default time, but bad news is, unfortunately, the results of this attack were kind of botched. So, you know what? Especially if you've whipped out the Hot Pocket to get past the previous stage, just drop the Hot Pocket right up at the front of this, and you're gonna win. Something similar to what I did here, where I've got the damage amp and the Hot Pocket down in a pretty standard defense. I figured, like, with my stage 6 so mangled and having the prototypes do so much, like, really I would have lost completely if it had not been for an incredible amount of work done by the damage amp and the Hot Pocket. So I was just like, you know what, we've already gone this far. I did kind of mess around. I'm pretty sure you could do this without the prototypes, but having the prototypes just makes it so much easier. So why not, right? Save yourself some gold, put that gold towards upgrading or I don't know, some kind of tri boost or something, especially because oh wait, no, it is gold trap boost this week. Ignore that. Just, yeah, spend your gold on something. Go hopping, maybe. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy bullet while you still can. Oh. Anyways, if you follow this sort of layout with the Hot Pocket, even though the Hot Pocket is going to fall pretty quickly, you can have no problem mopping up the leftovers. You're going to get yourself a nice easy win on Hammerman 7. We're going to wrap it up there. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And above all else, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.